Hey guys, it's Man Action bring us some more Digimon stories. Cyber Sleuth. In the last part, we helped Yuko out become a better friend. Apparently, I don't know what that exactly means, but whatever. But in this part, we're gonna be doing 2 normal missions and 1 important mission. You're probably wondering, but something's a little different in this part. I'm not really like talking or reading any of the text, because this is actually post commentary. Because what I realized when I was just about to edit this part was the sound was off for the game. So yeah, none of the audio for the game was recorded, so I couldn't, use my original commentary track, and so yeah, I re-recorded the 2 parts and stitched them both together. And yeah, now this is a post commentary track. I probably won't be able to make that mistake again. I think I was like messing around with some of the settings. I think I've explained in like part 28 or 29, one or the other, that I had some issues with the game and my recording setup and all the stuttering that was happening during the capture process. So I was messing around with some of the settings, and I guess one of them turned off the sound. But yeah, this part is going to be post-com. I'm rushing. As you can see in that last cutscene, I rushed through the entire text because I already gone through it. This case, both normal cases are very self-explanatory. They're not really that difficult to understand. But first off, this case, I believe it's called, let me just find it, it's called Black Cat Curse, I think. And what it's about is that there's been this curse going around, and people tripping when there's nothing there, or bad things happening to people when they don't expect it, and most of it has been happening in cyberspace. So we are being tasked to find out the cause of these issues. The main focus of this one, you're put in this zone on the occult forum. There are a couple of Digimon here that we've already seen most of them anyway, so not really much to say. I use high security, of course, because I don't want to run into too many Digimon here. But as you can see here, something right in front of us, and yeah, all you have to do is talk to the 3 people around, and yeah, you'll run into this Black Cat, which is obviously Black Gatomon. We've already run into this Digimon before as a wild encounter, and he somehow, I don't know if it's a he or a she, it somehow cursed us. And now we must follow it. It's pretty obvious where it is. It's down the ledge and to the left. Not really that hard. I mean, the fact that this area was like, there's no item there. There's only 1 item in this area, so I recommend getting that before you talk to everyone and go up to Black Gatomon. But anyway, Black Gatomon, the reason why it wants to curse people is because if you've ever heard of the superstition, if a black cat crosses your path, you'll most likely be hit by bad luck. So when people see Black Gatomon, they're like, ooh, I don't want to deal with this thing, and run away from it, even though, it's just a small little cat Digimon. It's got nothing against anybody. But yeah, the boss battle for this case is of course Black Gatomon, virus type, dark attributes. So bring a vaccine Digimon, I guess. it's not really that tough. It has more HP than obviously a regular Black Gatomon out there, and of course, like every boss battle, it does the first move, which it used its special move, which hit me for panic. I was very unlucky with that, but luckily I was able to heal it up using a panic recovery item. I like in this game that all the recovery items, they not only just like get rid of the status effect, but they also help out when it comes. It also increases your health by 100. It also gives you a health regen, so that's really useful. But yeah, this battle is not very that difficult. I just kind of bring out my vaccine type Digimon. Oh yeah, I don't know if I explained this before. I probably have before, but I have Raptidramon, Frigimon on the team, and Skull Satamon, who I got from the last part. So I don't think I've already done it. I've already like shown you guys these new Digimon anyway. So yeah, this battle is relatively self-explanatory. I made it much more easier by using Skull Satamon Poison Trap, I think it's called, the move, which allows you to poison the opponent and deal damage for them. But the chance for poison is around 70%, so you're more likely to get it. But I found in this game that certain status effects don't work on certain bosses. Sometimes they do. Most of the time in these normal cases, they usually do work. Unless it's like big boss battles, they don't tend to work. But yeah, Black Gasamon is just explaining how, you know, I didn't want to hurt anyone. I just was tired of people calling me bad just because I was a black cat. And now we made him go apologize, so everything's now okay. Yeah. Once they convince themselves they've been cursed, it kind of just happens. I think in my original commentary I talked about how in real life people kind of use other things to blame for their own shortcomings, and a curse is probably one of those things. But anyway, we get quite a bit of money and a couple of items from that. We're gonna do the other one, hard worker case. This one is self-explanatory as well. You talk to the guy, and apparently the story here is that his friend who he works with is a workaholic. He won't get off his computer at all. He hasn't been eating or sleeping since for like the last couple of days. He's just been working, and we're going to go into his computer, try hacking and try and figure out why he is so desperately working so hard, even missing out on eat and sleep, even though it's actually very dangerous if you don't go without sleep or eating. It's very, very dangerous. You could die, faint, go to the hospital. It's not very good. And I don't think healthcare in Japan is free. I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway, we got the URL from our client, so all we have to do is log into Eden and make our way there. Okay, in this digital space, you know what's weird? I've been going into the mirror dungeons, which are in the Digilab. Yeah, I go to the Digilab here because I just mess around with some of the Digimon in my team and get some items from the farm and sort some stuff out as well. But what I've seen is that when in the mirror dungeons, you don't seem to be able to get oh my god, it was stuttering there. I apologize for that. I don't know what causes it. I honestly don't know. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's not. I don't know, like. But anyway, as I was saying, like, when you go, the mirror dungeons, you can access them from the Digilab, but I only have one of them unlocked, and it's like chapter 6, and it's like I'm way into this game, like, and I only have one mirror dungeon unlocked. It's kind of crazy, but like, if you really want to grind, I don't think the mirror dungeons are great. You're better off just going to like the strongest area, the newest area you went to. In this case, it'll be under colon level 3, and that will be where the strongest Digimon are, and that's where you'll get the majority of your experience. So if you want to grind, just go to the newest area. What's good about this game is that it doesn't take too long to level up to like around level 20. Past level 20, it gets a bit, you know, obviously it gets difficult, but yeah. So we couldn't go through here because we didn't know the password. We tried to brute force it didn't work. There was another option, which was just try and take a guess. Both options do the exact same thing. You get kicked back to the start of the dungeon. So it's not it's not that bad, I guess. But anyway, there's one item here, crit attach C. Make sure you get it before you fight this thing because you won't be able to get it later on. But here is this Smudge Frigimon who won't let us interrupt the guy who's in front of the computer, and so we have to fight it like we always do. And this stupid thing, it has the ability, it uses the move Aura when it's already at full health. That is so redundant. But anyway, Mud Frigimon is a data type Earth attribute Digimon. So yeah, bring a virus type Digimon. What I found is that it's better to match up your typing to your opponent rather than your attribute. So for example, you know the triangle in this game. It's data beats vaccine, vaccine beats virus, virus beats data. It's better to match up because your attacks do more damage in that case. The attribute part only boosts the damage you take by 0.5, while matching up with the typings will double the attack strength of your move you use. So it's better off to match up your opponent's Digimon with your own Digimon by typing rather than element. So yeah, just putting that out here. But anyway, you get two options there. Either you can let him keep working, or you can stop him from working. But it doesn't matter. Both ways leads to this anyway, because what Komoto explains our client is that the guy we hacked, he faints and gets taken to hospital. So he gets pulled away from the computer anyway. So yeah, it doesn't really matter which one you pick there. And Wakamoto explains that he and the guy you saved are part of the business. They were competing in a competition. Wakamoto's friends lost that competition to Wakamoto, and since then he's been so desperately trying to kind of work hard and meet people's expectations. So that's why he's been stuck on his computer for so long. But yeah, this part was originally just two parts in this originally was two parts, but I decided, because of how quickly the first half went, I decided to do the next mission, which is an important mission. We got our reward for that, a couple of items there, and we're gonna do the 2-star difficulty move, part-timer graduation. This was originally its own part, because I think it's because most of the time I'm reading all the text, so it makes the parts go way longer than they usually are. But for this one, we're going to be joined by Chitose, and if you remember, I think in the last part there was this girl, and she worked in Hoodie part-time, and of course Chitose has the hots for her, and he says something about Erica here. He's like, she's cool, but one day she'll blossom. Remember that, because that will come up later on. Yeah, he says that Erica's not feminine enough, which is, I think, fair to an extent. I think, well, it's interesting because she's a proper tsundere, Erica, but she's also she's I guess misunderstood in a kind of way. She wants like people to respect her or something like that. Like she's I wouldn't say she's too bad. I'd say so. I mean, she's warming up to us slowly. But anyway, we have to go find girl who wanted to quit Hoodie because she wanted to quit. Chitose doesn't want to quit because he wants to keep hitting on her. But on top of that, he says that we don't want her to quit because she knows that they're hackers and she might, like, you know, she might know more than she should. So if you talk to Jose, I remember my first recording, I didn't know where to go, so I was going around Eden and not knowing where I had to go. But if you talk to Jose again, you'll know to go here to the Eden open space and talk to every one of these guys, and then you'll see, and then you'll come back here and they'll the people in the Eden open space, they tell us that Yuri, the girl who's the part-timer, is actually a hacker herself, and she's part of Nakano Stripes. Now, if you remember Nakano Stripes back in, they were kind of all around under Kowloon level 1 or level 2. I think it's level 2. Yeah, they're all around there, and we had to battle them throughout the area. But yeah, that's she used to be, well, she was a part of that group. So she might be a double agent like we are between Zaxxon and the demons. So we must make our way to Kowloon level 3 and find her and talk to her and hopefully make her return back to Hoodie. So yeah, under Kowloon level 3, we've already been here before with what's her name, Faye, the girl who scares me, but it's kind of hot. Anyway, I tried to use high security here, but I can't use it when you can't run into any Digimon in that area. So yeah, now I have to use high security here. Doesn't really matter anyway. Yeah, there's no reason why I shouldn't use acceleration. I think on top of that also, there's one more Digimon Tamer battle that I didn't do here. I say Digimon Tamer, more hacker battle, I guess. Well, it's the same thing. Digimon Tamers are in charge of Digimon, I guess. Because I guess they technically are Digimon, but I think there's one more battle. I know. Oh yeah, there was one more battle and one more item that I didn't do. Yeah, here we go. This chick. We didn't actually get to this part, so we weren't able to see her. I think in my first recording, I actually missed her out, so I didn't actually fly her. So yeah, that was interesting. I was lucky that I redid this because there's also another thing here that we'll see after this. But she has all three of her Digimon are, what's the word I'm looking for? Wire types. I think the one that's the most dangerous here is the Devimon in the middle, because oh god, I have so many issues. I'm burping off a storm today, trying my best to keep it in and not ruin this very unprofessional, this very unprofessional post commentary. Because I don't have any notes in front of me. I'm just talking. Everything I know about this is from memory. Because I just recorded this yesterday, and then it's so demoralizing to spend half an hour and a bit doing this, and then finding out the audio wasn't there. Just the pain of being a YouTuber is just annoying. I think that was the first time we saw Sanglomon's victory animation. Anyway. Oh yeah, this was the thing that I missed when I first recorded, but luckily, I say luckily, I probably would have gotten to this anyway, but we get ourselves another Mr. Navit. He gives us a Bomberman medal and and 3 medical sprays. So yeah, very useful to get to him. I was thinking about dropping off there. Don't do that. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to walk around again. I don't think there's anything there anyway. So, hey, it's Yuri, and she's talking to her hacking Digimon, Anjumon, and she talks about how she wants to let Anjumon go and leave the stripes and leave hacking in general. She said that originally she kind of joined the Hoodie team to kind of keep an eye on their on the advantage. But ever since we joined the team, she kind of like warmed up to us, and now she can't bring herself to betray us in that way. So she's going to give up Anjuman and give up hacking in general, which is kind of sad. I like this music that plays here. It doesn't get played often in the game, but it's very sorrowful and nice. It kind of reminds me a bit of Mirror's Edge, a little bit. I still haven't finished that game. Like I go to the I'm like just at the end. That game is not very long, Mirror's Edge. If you have played it, it's not very long. But I got to the end of it, and you know what's funny? That game crashed on me twice. I have never had a game on PS3, by the way, not on like PC or anything. On PS3, it crashed on me twice. I couldn't believe it when it happened to me, but like it's not like my PS3 is that old as well. It's not even like the old version. It was PS3 Slim, but anyway. Yeah, here comes these Nakano Stripe bastards, and they take Yuri away from us. And now we have to go through them to take Yuri back. And Anjuman, of course, is going to join us. Yeah, the thing about these additional Digimon that join you, they make things a lot easier, but they're also very annoying. When they could attack, they always use the wrong moves. Like, and then when they could support you by buffing you, they do something stupid. But anyway, she has a Black Garurumon, a Togemon, and a Hawkmon. No, Falcon. No, Hawkmon. I think it's Hawkmon. It should be. I think it is. But anyway, she has her bases relatively covered because Hawkmon has no type. It's neutral. Togemon is data type, and Black Garurumon is virus type. So yeah, she covers her bases pretty well. Of course, they have a lot of health, but as long as you see what I mean, he's attacking the wrong thing, and then she uses Aura, which is nice. I wish you could control your what your partner do, because I think in the last game you could do that. I'm not 100% sure, but in the last game you didn't really have a lot of partners with you all the time. In this game, you kind of have, every time you explore a new area, it seems like you have a new partner added to you. Like in the last, when we explored Colin level 3 the first time, Faye came with us. So I think they kind of expect you at this point to not have like ridiculously strong Digimon. I mean, it kind of makes sense considering that I only have one ultimate level Digimon on my team right now, and to get mega level you need an ABI of 20, and in order to do that you have to de-digivolve and digivolve again, and it's proper annoying. But yeah, the Togemon in this battle was the one that gave me the most amount of trouble, because it seemed to do a lot of damage. It has the attack needle spray. Oh yeah, we hit it with the nail bone, which made things a lot easier, by the way. Because when I did this the first time, I thought it couldn't be affected by nail bone's secondary effect, which nail bone, I think if I remember this correctly, it takes 20% of your opponent's HP and has, I believe, a 70 or 80% chance of inducing the dot thing, which is what Togemon is in right now, status effect on it. And when I was playing this the first time, I used it didn't work, so I thought that it was one of those battles where status effects just don't work, but apparently it just didn't, I must have missed it or something like that, but it worked this time, so that makes it a lot more a lot easier. I think I've already explained that specific status, but if I haven't, that status basically locks out all of your special moves, and it is very annoying. I remember in the last game there was a boss that did that to, I think, half my Digimon, and it was very difficult to deal with, because I don't think it ever runs out by itself, so you actually have to heal it, and I don't think I had the items at that point to heal that specific status effect, because it's so rare. It's a very rare status effect. Not a lot of Digimon can learn it, so I didn't really buy the items for it. I think poison, stun, confusion, and other things, and panic and stuff like that. That kind of stuff is much more common, but that that specific status effect dot doesn't turn up so much because it's so strong. I mean, not being able to use the special moves is pretty damning because that's your main source of damage in this game. But when you can use it against your opponent, it's great. But yeah, I didn't read the text, but I know what happens. So Yuri isn't going to leave us after all. She's going to join back up with the team. There was something that helped us out in the fracas there, swiping at the Nakano Strike members, which allows us an opening to get Yuri back, and she's gonna join us. And of course, Anjumon is gonna. Hey, Zedeka. Yeah, she heard everything. I heard everything. Sorry, I'm not feminine enough for you. Guess a little jealous. Yeah, she helped us out there. So that was really cool of her. Even though we said kind of nasty things about her. Well, Chichose said nasty things about her not being feminine. But she's a good girl, Erica. She is. Anyway. Also in the last in between parts, what I did was I got like 2 farm missions that I did, but because obviously I couldn't, because I lost because the footage got messed up. I was very lucky to get this specific mission back, because I wanted to show you guys that now at this point, if you get a mission that requires a domination battle and you bring 2 of your members, Yuko is now added to the team, so you can now recruit her for these domination battles. I didn't show this one off because we've already done it. I think maybe in one of the secret parts. If you haven't watched the secret parts, then I don't know what to say to you, but yeah, in one of the secret parts, I'd already done this specific domination battle setup with those 3 little girls. I specifically remember. I think I talked about this one before in a previous part. But yeah, so now you can talk to Yuko, and she's going to tell us about an amusement park in cyberspace. She's gonna ask us what kind of attraction we would like to see. I say a roller coaster. It doesn't really matter which one you pick. What I found out is actually these are actually called they're called good impression events, and oh, they do. Okay, so so it does matter what you say. Wait, what? Okay, so I'm reading the guide here, and apparently it does matter which thing you say, but apparently good impression events are basically in the game bonding scenes. These occur after you have completed a certain type of case with a partner, blah blah blah. We already know that. Every character has 3 good impression events in total, and during each they'll give you one or few items. However, you do not get all good events by just using a partner 3 times. During the event, you'll be given a choice or response to the character in the question. If you choose the answer they prefer, there will be a heart animation above them. Is it really? I don't know. I don't know. Then the next event will occur. Then it would have if you had chosen the wrong choice. By choosing the right choice, the second event will occur in 2 more cases involving the mentioned partner. If the wrong choice is chosen, then it will occur in 4 cases instead. Regardless of your answer, you will get a reward. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what you say anyway. It just affects how quickly you get the items. So yeah, there's a couple of other ones we get access to later on, but obviously you need to use the farm and investigate to get those specific what's the word I'm looking for? Those specific cases. So yeah. Anyway, I've gone on long enough. I'm going to leave you guys here. Thank you guys for watching today's part. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys later for the next part, which will hopefully be live this time. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did, and of course subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys later for some more Digimon Story, Cyber Sleuth, Hackers Memory. Peace.